All right, so we are still on the Linus basis. And I know we have run a couple of commands, starting from who am I, host name, pwd, ls, ch mode. Okay, that is where we are. I think that is where we are. Ch, well, we have created the file, right? We have created using the touch command. We have created a file, and then let me just call out the file and just to be sure if it was this account I created it. So what was the name of the file? Test2, have you? Test file 2, right? Test file 2. Yeah, it exists. So this is the function for calling out an existing file once you know the name of the file. So let's run that code and confirm if we have created this file, because I'm going to use it as we continue. So I want every one of us to have that file created. So once you run the cat, the name of the file, if it doesn't output it, it means that the file does not exist. Okay, so now that I've confirmed that I have created a file using a Linus command, let's quickly look at I don't know if we have run ls. Have we run this? ls space -l. Have we run this one? I don't think so. ls space -l. So this one is also to display the list of directories. So this is another option you can actually use. All right, so that is another way of displaying your system directory in Linux. So that means I think so far so good. Now we've learned about 3 different ways now, right? We have ls-what? le, right? We have just ls, and then we have ls space -l. Now there's another one here which is a ch mode 77. I don't know if you have written down from the slide. Okay, now, and I define it as, now look at it here. You notice that as I called out all this one, I think somebody asked the question last time, that why is it that this one have different color? Why is it that this one have different color? Because it has not been what? Acknowledged. So if you want to see it in, want to display like other ones, that is where you run the ch. So if you run the ch mode, so that ch represents what? Change. Because you discover that this one is different what? Mode with others. Change mode. Now you write 7777. Then if you run it, what does it say? Run the, let me see. Missing what? Operand. Missing operand. Okay, yeah. I did not reference the file that I want to change each mode. Ch what? ch mode 77, then test file, that is the file I'm referring to, test file what? 2. So now, if we run that ls again, run the ls, the one we just ran now, ls l again, you see that what? It has changed what? Color. So it's just about acknowledgement, not that it does not accept it. So remember that we just added another command now, which is what? Cat, which was not part of what you wrote, right? Good. Because most of these things, gradually, I'll be chipping them in. Remember when I was explaining, I said there are a whole lot of what? Basic Linux commands, but we are just focusing on the ones that matter to us most. And at this level, so as we continue in between, there are times I will just be bringing in some based on what I want to achieve. So you just relate it with your notes and update your notes. So now there are still some other things we need to know about Linux outside knowing the basic syntax. Let's look at some other important directory. Right, a new topic now. Okay. Important what? Directories. Important directory. Important directories. So outside, now remember that we have not actually talked on directory. What we have been doing is learning how to access what? Directory. Now, what do we mean by directory? Who can tell us what is directory? How can we describe directory? It's like what? A file? Can we use another? Yes. It's like a file. That means not exactly a file. So what is it? File location. File location. File location. So let me use this now so that you can understand it. Desktop is a what? It's a file. And at the same time, it's what? It's a location. At the same time, it's directory, right? It's a node, right? It's an entry. That is what? Is a path that takes people to someone to what? Content. So the same thing. Now we need to know that by default, there are some standard directory that exists within the Linux, just like the way, once you install your operating system, by default, you have what? Document, right? You have music, you have video, you have download. That is exactly what we are saying here. So there are some directory that I just want to bring to our notice that exist. So I don't have them in slide, but I think I ought to use let me use PowerPoint so that we can all see what's explaining. Let me use PowerPoint. So just write the topic, important directory. Important directory. So the first one is dots slash. So this is a directory. It signifies something when you type dot what? Slash. Even in normal window. Or what I'll take us there to understand some of these things, even in your Windows, if you don't know them before. That dot slash means something. If you are in my web dev class, you remember we normally use the word, the slash, right? To call what? Directory, right? It is a programming language that says what? Comment. It means comment. That slash, just like you are saying something, it has an expression. So when you do that dot means what? Get to the roots. That dot means what? Anytime the dot come before the slash, it means that what? You are talking about what? Accessing root what? Directory. Let me show us this. There are times you connect your flash drive to a system, and then to tell that what? No file inside the flash drive, right? Meanwhile, maybe virus must have, disabled all the file. Now, if I am in this directory here, let's say desktop, and I type dot here in that search, if I type dot here, it means that what? Get to the roots. So if there's a file that I have checked here that I cannot find, once I type that dot, it will enable it to what? To get to the roots. The system is the kind of hanging. Okay. So now let's write the definition. So we're already at the roots. That is why nothing else pop up. Now, supposing you are not seeing all this, maybe virus have hidden them. If you type dot while you are inside, it will automatically what? Call out what? All this information. Now, what does this one mean in Kali Linux when you type dot slash, right? The root directory of the system. That is what it means. So you write, just like the way you were writing those basic Linux command, dot slash, it means the root directory of the system. It means the root directory of the system. The root directory of the system. So now let's go to our Kali Linux and try it and see what we get. So if I just do what? Dot and slash and press enter, did you see it now? This is the root. If you have moved from, let's say you have moved from, remember we did CD, right? We did CD what? CD, let's say desktop. You should remember this, which means that you are entering what? Desktop. Now, it means that you have moved from the roots because it is the root that harbors what? All these other what? Directory. The root is always the first directory in an account. So if I want to go back from desktop, because right now I am in what? I'm in desktop, right? And I want to go back to the root. What will I do? I will just say what? Dot what? Slash. So I'm back to what? To the roots. Just like when we use a CD space what? Hyphen, right? This is another way, but this one will guarantee you of going back to the roots. Okay, let's be confirming the ones we can confirm. Is that clear? Any question? So it means that is one. Or remember, you are writing all these ones under. You are writing all these that I'm performing under which topic? Important what? Directories. So the first one is this dot and slash, which means what? The root directory. Yes? For it now. Look for it. Look at this here. Look for it. Understand your keyboard. This should be around somewhere here. Just be checking. Yes? And it was not cross to Mr. Ville's side. Help yourself to the tracks. All right, so let's look at the second one. The second one is dots etc. This is second important directory that we should know that exists. Yes, dot slash etc. The second important directory that we should know. And what does that mean? No space, no space, please. Anywhere there's space, I will let you know. Dot what? Okay, let me just confirm first. It's like there might be space between the, but let me confirm. Okay, so let's write the meaning of this. Dot slash etc contains system configuration. It contains system configuration. Yes, you want more? You can go to ChatGPT. So let's quickly go and apply that and see what we are going to get. Slash etc. So if I run it and they say what? No such directory. So I should know dot slash etc. So there should be space, please. After the dots, space before the slash and etc. Yes. After the dot, space. So the third one is dots. I think we can see it here. Dots, space, slash, bin. Dot. Bin. Yes, bin, B-I-N. So what does that represent? Contain executable binary files. Let me go to PowerPoint. Slash bin. Yes, there's space, please. So what does this represent? Contain executable binary files. Contain executable binary files of installed applications. Of installed application. Contains yeah, contains executable binary files of installed application. So let's go and confirm it. So it exists. So most of this, you will see them playing out when we start. So if it does not throw you any error, it means it exists. So the next one, which is the third one, is the third one or the fourth one. We have another important directory, which is dot slash space. Also, please, there should be space. sbin, sbin, sbin. So this contains executable binary file of important system applications. Contain executable binary files of important system applications. Of important system applications. System application. So the only thing we are adding is the S. So let's try it. Let's make sure that we are trying them as being. So it exists as well. So the fifth one is, let me use PowerPoint so that we can see it. The fifth one is this var. Space. Yes, there should be space, please. Var slash log. Log. Var dot space var slash log. What does that represent? Typical location where logs are stored. 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 So let's go and confirm that and see if. So dot space slash var, that var represents variable, slash log. So it exists. Okay. It's okay. We asking, why were you seeing desktop now? Yes, it's to show the directory you are.
If all this directory does not exist, as we are entering there now, you'll be seeing error. When we type the other time without putting a space, you got the error now, right? That this does not exist. So we are saying that these are important directory that you could find. If they are not outputting value, it's possible that what globally they exist, but based on where you are, you don't have the value to see. Well, what I'm teaching right now is that you should know that all this exists. It's just like this. You can run some operating systems. You might not see OneDrive, right? You might not see OneDrive. If you are using Windows 7, you may not see OneDrive. OneDrive, I think, is from Windows 10 or thereabouts. This picture you are seeing now, though it's common in every window. But what I'm saying that there are default directory that exists within the Linux operating system. And that is what we are learning. Because when we get to where we'll be writing, you see, all these things that we are doing now look like we don't know what we are doing. We are actually preparing ourselves because when we start writing, when we start launching attack later, you will see me using them. Then I will not be explaining. Shikena. Good. I will be the one to tell you to create file. You need touch. No, I trust my brother. I will not carry last. We go just do like say we know they know anything though. But they carry last. I won't tell you that. I will not tell you. I say create a file. If I also want to create it, you will see me typing it, but then you will not ask me for the explanation again now. Definitely. You will understand what is touch for? Or what is the CD IP? Then I will just say, okay, let's go back to the roots. You will see me typing CD IP. Then you will not ask me that what is CD what? So I'm only trying to head my ministry ahead. Let's continue. Number 6. If you exhaust all my energy, you go buy me. Now let's go there. Number 6. We have, let me go back to PowerPoint so that we can see it very well. Number 6 is /home/user. Slash what? Home space, yes, space /user. So what does this represent? This represents home directory of the specified user. This represents home directory of the specified user. Specified what? User. So let's go there. Now, let me execute my own before the questions. So home space / user. Is it user you type? Yes. What is your user? You know the name of your user, which is Prosper. So this one, based on where I am denied what? So let me go to root. So how do we go to root? So that from root, I will now go to what? Yeah. To the home of what? The user. See the what? Sudo what? This is what I was saying now. Sudo what? Space what? -I. So now let me log in properly. So I'm in the root now after entering my password. I'm in the root. Now, from this root now, let's say I want to go to /home space what? /prosper, right?
When I see an ass, keep quiet. How would you not answer? You not close. Keep quiet.
So let me do S space I. What did I type there? Okay, sorry. SU space hyphen I. You all enter, right? Sudo hyphen I. Corrupt waiting. Don't worry. To save my time. So what was the command again? /home, right?
Yeah.
Dot.
Yeah.
You put dot here, you don't import dots from where?
/home space.
Space / what? The user, right? You type your name, right? So but I enter now. Yes. So let me do L. Let me do PW what? D and see where I am. I'm in the home. Yes, I'm in the home. The home of that account, not the home of the root now. The next one is a subtopic. We are no longer under important directory. You can research the next one if you want to know more than that. So let's look at another topic, copying and moving file. Command for copying and moving file. So you can just say copying and moving files. Copying and moving file. So the first one is to copy file. You type C, this is syntax, CP, which represent copy, then space, file name, space, the paths to save file. So this is the syntax. So we are going to substitute because at the moment we don't know the paths, but I will explain with the practical. CP space file name space /paths. No. Okay, let me remove it. So just write it this way. The practical one where I must have interpreted those parts is the one you will now write that will give you. Yes, hyphen file. So what will this one do? Just to explain. This hyphen is just to explain. No, it's not part of it. I want to explain it now. I want to write the meaning of this expression. So the whole of that code places a copy of the indicated file. I'm explaining it now. You can write it too. That's why I put that hyphen there. The whole of that code places a copy of the indicated file in the indicated directory path. That is the expression of what you are saying. Places a copy
Yeah, the whole of the code, if you want to write it that way. Or you just start from places a copy of the indicated file in the indicated directory paths. So for example, now, indicated file in the indicated directory paths. So now let's go to the code and implement it. For example, that file that we created the other time, which is what? Test file 2, right? We want to copy it to documents. Or let me start by doing this. Let me start by running ls. Now I have how many directory? I have desktop, I have download, right? Now let's assume that I want to copy that test file to inside what? Download. So I will need this command. So that place that says paths is where you define download. That is a path where you are taking the file to. So this is how we are going to apply it. So you write the CP. Remember I say CP what? Space, right? The file name is what? Test file what? 2, right? Then space, I want to move it to download, right? So I will type what? Download. So this has fully interpreted the whole of that expression. Download. And then, if you like, you can put slash. You can put space and put slash. If you run it, what is it saying? Permission what? Deny. Not specify. Omitted what? Directory download. So you check your download whether it's well spelled the way it is there. I think you are correct. Okay, so let me just do it again. Don't put that space. Just leave it like this. What did I do there? So it's there now. Don't put that slash that I put. So now the file has moved to what now? The file has been copied. Now, how do we view what is inside download? Remember, we've run what command. How do we view what is inside that? So I will know whether the file is there. How do we view what is inside download? CD what? Download. Or let's say ls. Good. Once you are in that download, you run what? ls. You know, ls will list out what? The name of what? Directory in that particular domain you are. And you can see that it has brought out the test file to, which means truly we copy what? The test file inside the download. Exactly. Let me wait for us to execute so where I am.
We do as an classwork. See what you are going to do as your classwork. You know that if I do CD, hyphen, I'm back to the what? To the root of that my account, right? Then if I do ls, I have what there? Desktop, right? Now you are going to create another directory, not test file 2. But before you create that one, you will now enter desktop first. Let's say what? CD, you enter what? Desktop. So once you are inside desktop, you create that file. Then you now enter that one that you are creating. You now do CD, enter that one, create another file. Then you will now move this test file 2 to the last one. You will see that you end up having slash until you get to the what? To the last directory where the file is going to be copied to. Just to confirm that note that you wrote that is confusing you. This is what is confusing him now. Because now we did not observe any slash. Because we just moved from one towards the direct direction. And even we are moving to a subfolder in the first folder, you will bring in what? Slash, slash, slash. No, you will do it as classwork. I will not do it. You do it to learn. You do it to learn. It's your classwork. Now let me start by entering. Let me be sure that I'm in desktop. CD hyphen ls. Okay, so CD desktop. So I'm in desktop. Then from here, I'll create touch. Touch. Hello. You can see that it has added it to desktop here. This is what she was telling you. Since you are creating on desktop, then I'll go back to the roots, CD, do CD, hyphen, now CD, hello, CD, hello. Now, no such what directory, hello. No such directory, hello, because we need to confirm this. Okay, so let me do dots this back to the root. C D I. Let me see. Is this what we get? CD. Let me see. Slash hello. What did you get? Is this the challenge you are getting? Let me know. Yeah. So nobody was able to. Okay, now let me do something. LS, let me do something. Let me do something. CD desktop. Then here, CD hello. Not a directory. Wait. Yes, I won't come in. I want to get something right here. CD hyphen CD desktop, then LS. Okay, so it's a file. That is why we are not seeing it. Yeah. Now, so at least we have if this is seen as a file, then what I'm asking us to do will be impossible. Well, let me try something. What's the command we are running now? CP, Abby? CP, hello. Wait. MKDIR, yes, we are using a wrong command. We are creating file inside of what? Directory. So MKER, let's say, let me be sure that I'm in desktop first so that we can get that connection that we are trying to achieve. I want to be sure that I am there.
cd hyphen. Okay, now cd desktop. Okay, so I'm in desktop now. Now I want to make directory inside what? Desktop now. So now be what? mk what? dr. Then the first one is let me just say class. I hope class. Good. Now I will now do cd hyphen ls to know whether it's here. Is class here? It's like I created that class in desktop. Yes, that's why we can't see it here. Until I do what? cd desktop. Then I'll do what? ls. There, I can see both of them, class and what? Eloho. But you can see that Eloho has class. You can see that it's showing that color, show that what? To differentiate file from directory. Now, what I want to do now, cd class. I want to enter what? cd class and create another directory. So I'm in what? cd what? Class. Then from here, I'm creating another what? Make what? Directory before we think of copying that test file inside the last one. Under the class, I'm making another directory, which is let's say con. So we have what? Now we are moving that test file, that test file into what? N. So it will now be what? cp. Let me go back to cd, or let me just do dot this and then return back here to the root of it. So even with this, I'm not sure that because I was in the root of that account. Now this is the main root. Now from here, cp, what are we moving? Test file, right? Test file 2, then space slash. Where are we moving it to? We have to reference what? Desktop. The reference in desktop, we have what? Class. Have we? We have class. Then in class, we have what? con. So let's see what happens if we are correct with our directory definition. Cannot create what? Regular file. Cannot create regular file. But that con was directory now, right? It was. Which one is that one?
Okay, they are the same thing, Abi. Yes. So what we are supposed to copy and I. No. Yeah. Is but wait. The test file is a file, it's not a directory. Because we created with what? Touch. I mean, not make a directory. Okay. Okay. So if we are having any issue here, it could be because of, let's say, CP test file. Okay, I gave space before. Let me not give space. Let me try it without spacing. CP what? Test file 2 slash what? Desktop slash what? Class, I mean. Class slash what? con. Is it the same thing? I think it's the same issue. No. Say missing what? Destination file operand. Missing destination file operand. Okay, what will happen is that so to avoid wasting of time, let me try and sort it out before the next class. Let's see, what's the time now? So I still have the other one to complete, but at least we have understood the first level what copy. It's just multi-level copy that we are trying to achieve here. So let me clear all this, because I said the topic is what? Copying and what? Moving what? File. So let me just round off the option of moving file. So for moving file, the code will be MV, then desktop, slash test. Yeah, there's space there. Test file 2 slash home slash Kali. So this syntax, that means that the file you have a desktop, you are moving it to where? Kali as a folder. So remember that there should be space before the home. There is space here. Let me make it sorry. There is space here before the home, there's space. So this is how you should write it. So now if we are to implement it based on what we have, so we'll then go back to, okay, so go and see writing. So the expression here is to move it from desktop to home, not Kali. You're only referencing it from the left hand. Kali is the machine. So you're only referencing that before you get to the home where the file is, the home is under what? Kali. So let's go there and see if you can get an output for this. So let me call out test file just to be sure that I have it here, test file 2. So I have it. To see the okay, so move desktop, move desktop slash test file 2 space slash home. Yeah, that's what I said. I think there should be space. Yes. Home slash, my own is not Kali. I think my own should be Prosper, right? The username of this machine should be Prosper. Cannot start desktop. Is that what you get also? What did you get? Please, somebody should just try already. Let me see. Because some of this error can be because of the way my system directory is organized. If everybody is giving the same thing, I will know that it's a general issue. No source file or directory. No source file or directory. Okay, let me try. I think I saved this machine as Kali, not Prosper. It's the user account that is. Let me try again. So move. I'll just change it to Kali.
I'll put in the same thing.
The same thing. How many people have confirmed? Okay, so what will happen is that I will take time to reconstruct them and see the one that is implementing. Then I will just highlight it in the next class before I proceed. Just note it down. So I'm here to verify both of them.